Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, and all good greetings to all of us. First of all, I would like to praise to the Almighty God for always giving His grace and guidance. I also want to thank the judges for giving me this first special opportunity to complete the 7-minute speech in this competition. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce myself. My name is Raditya Artajuna Sanipan, and I am from Sri Gunautama High School, South Tangerang City. Standing here online to deliver my speech with the great hope of spreading a huge knowledge to everyone about youth's role in building the nation's progress in the era of Society 5.0. We, the young generation, are the hope of all society in facing the current era, or known as the era of Society 5.0. This era is a period or era that is human-centered and technology-based, which is expected to be able to solve various challenges in social change and problems by utilizing various innovations such as technology that born from the Industrial Revolution 4.0 to improve the quality of life of human society. To realize the progress of Society 5.0, or known as Super Smart Society, we, the young generation, must be accustomed to think critically, think creatively, and be able to solve the problem faced by every individual, especially all layers of the youth in Indonesia. Indonesia, our country, is a place or country with abundant natural wealth, both in terms of natural resources and human resources. Further that, could all of those components will be managed well and utilized by Gen Z in the Society 5.0 era? If the current generation are able to adapt and support technology that will bring some positive environmental change or modernization in society, of course it will be possible. However, until now, Indonesia is still surrounded by various kinds of problems in facing change in the future, starting from small things, that is still continued until all negative impacts will influence on the ongoing process in the 5.0 era is the low quality education and morals of the current generation. In facing this era, the world of education plays an important role, especially in improving the quality of human resources. Education in the era of Society 5.0 requires every young people to be more innovative, productive, adaptive, and competitive. In addition, in the 21st century, education about life skills such as critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication, or known as 4C, is very necessary for us in the workforce, are far more than literacy and numeracy, but it also leadership skills, critical thinking, digital skills, and entrepreneurship. To train and accelerate these skills, participating or involved in organizational activities such as student council at schools, youth camps, or scout club, and among others, are very important to train leadership skills and improving their critical thinking. Therefore, school is a place for all youth to cultivate their skills, which will become the hope of all people to create a superior human resources that capable to facing all challenges in the era of Society 5.0. However, all quality schools are educational institutions in Indonesia heavily distributed. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know that the Minister of Education, Nadiem Makarim, has determined that 12 years of education is mandatory for every young people to create superior human resources in Indonesia. However, the availability of education is still not evenly distributed. There are still many children who have not received a qualified education. Moreover, people who live in rural areas and those with low socioeconomic backgrounds to continue face challenges in getting quality education are more difficult for them to pursue higher education. It is this problem that we, the young generation, must encourage the voice and take an action in order to realize sustainable development in the era of Society 5.0. All young people should have the same opportunity and access to pursue more inclusive education. Those who live in rural areas must have the same opportunities as those who live in the capital in obtaining education. What are the most successful advocacy strategies to ensure that quality education is equal for all layers of the youth? Ladies and gentlemen, quality education is a human right and must be accessible to everyone. However, it is more difficult for them to obtain the financial support necessary to continue their higher education because local governments do not provide more funding and subsidies, cost of going to public universities, higher insurance or tax costs, and much more. But in the era of Society 5.0, which is all digital, technology development can be used by young people as a media of learning, overcoming crisis problem in access more inclusive education. For example, the artificial intelligence or AI technology, a technology that created a long time ago by the top generations. Then, what is our role as the younger generation in the era of Society 5.0? It is our time and became our responsibilities as the young generation to be able to think critically in providing innovative solutions and creating sustainable energy or SDGs for the era Society 5.0. Besides overcoming the education system, we are also able to help in providing economic assistance to societies. We, as the young generation, can invent a free educational digital platform for all youth who wish to continue to pursue higher education. We, as the young generation, can also establish a volunteer organization same as the student council to train youth's leadership skills and provide financial assistance such as fully funded scholarships that are merit based on achievement both in academic and non-academic. This certainly has an impact on educational institutions, where the learning process in schools is also required to be more mature and intelligent for students. However, all of this needs to be supported by the government, non-governmental organizations, educational institutions, the private sectors, and among others. The government itself also needs to allocate human resources and determine the financing of resources from abroad and within the domestic in order to increase economic growth and development. Realizing inclusive and quality education in the era of Society 5.0 reaffirms everyone believe that education is one of the most effective and proven tools for sustainable development. This also aims everyone to invite all of us to provide solutions for equal access to affordable organizational leadership training as well as achieving universal access to getting quality and equitable higher education. Well, that's all from me. I hope this speech that I delivered can provide knowledge to all the respected audience. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya.